Develop your psychic abilities to see what's in the box. Use your intuition, tarot cards, remote viewing, scrying, a crystal ball, even runes or a pendulum, or just give it a guess. You might want to use a Ouija board, but don't. They're not the best way to go about developing your abilities, so let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and we are going to do this week's reveal to what's in the box. And we assigned a number to this box, and it was 15YQ-V4YX. So we always announce the number for next week's box at the end of the video. So stay tuned to the end if you want to know the number for next week. And mind my cat, Cleopatra. Say hi. Okay. As soon as I start filming, she wants to be vocal. Okay, so if you didn't watch to the end of the video last week, just pause this video and take a moment to see if you can perceive what's in the box, right? And for everybody else, let's get into it. So we have a 3-digit number that was also part of if you can perceive a number, and it was 441. Okay, and let's reveal. And it is a symbol. So this one was a little bit harder. Now this is the seal of alchemy, and it's one of my favorite symbols. So I got this idea to put this in here because a while back, Dick Allgaier, who's a remote viewer, and he does remote viewing for crypto, and he does a lot of great stuff too. He had a contest one time, and he had the Fibonacci sequence symbol inside the box, which I thought was really hard, but people did get it. Some of the remote viewers were able to draw it. So if you're not going to necessarily always get this perfect. Now let's explain a little bit about what the seal of alchemy is. So alchemists, hundreds of years ago, some of the knowledge that they had was very powerful, and it was they had to keep their secrets. And they put a lot of their knowledge into symbols. And this symbol represents basically how all of things come into existence. So we have the center circle and Cleopatra. This is not for about you, sorry about that. Okay, so the center circle is the void where all potential can be created, right? It's everything possible. Now that void gets activated by this square, and that square represents thought. So you have all possibilities, and then you have a thought. Now the frequency of the universe can manifest that thought into existence. And that's what this triangle is. All the frequencies will come together to activate that thought. And then this circle, outer circle, is you experiencing that manifestation. So a lot of people do practice manifesting. So say maybe this week you decided to make a vision board, right? Of your house and your car and money and relationships. Maybe you did that. Maybe you, for some reason, started to make a list of all the things that you wanted to accomplish before the end of the year. You know, maybe you were using the remote viewing, automatic writing, and you just couldn't get anything. You started writing just squiggly lines, right? Or circles. Maybe you just kind of started doodling circles. So it's very difficult to necessarily get this exact thing, but look for things all week long that can be associated with this, and consider that a hit. And however you got to that, whether you're using one of the clairs, whether you're using remote viewing, whether it was automatic writing, tarot cards, you know, all the things that we've been listing. Or maybe you say you wanted something and you started thinking about that thing that you wanted and you got it this week. You know, maybe it could be something simple, like you wanted apple pie, and instead of just, apple pie just coming to you, you decided to make it. Like, that's kind of the way this works as well. So great possibilities. This one was a little bit harder than some of the ones that we have in there, but I did want to share this a little bit. I teach this on my website of the Law of One because it is one of my favorite symbols, and it really kind of puts everything in the universe and how the universe works and is created all into one symbol. So I love it. So I will put up here next week's sequence of numbers and letters for what's in the box next week. And guys, put in the comments things that you got this week or things that you are getting for next week's box. Put them in the comments of this video. And there's nothing quite like the flex of getting something associated with what's in the box. You know, and you don't have to get it exactly right. And there will be a different 3-digit code for next week. So I hope you guys are enjoying trying to develop your psychic abilities and develop your clairs and develop, just see what you can perceive. And I'll see you guys in the next video.